girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their
Still waters run deep.
Your team is banning.
Yep.
I can see.
Give us a countdown, bro. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ooredoo Nation MLBB Contenders League Season 2. This is me, your caster Zine, along with the super talented Prerna.
Thank you, Zin, for passing me the mic, and we are here today with the first match of the day, and the match is going to be held between Mortality and TOX Elpida, if I'm not wrong. And we are already in the drafting phase where we can see that Ling has been gotten banned from the side of Mortality, and from the side of TOX Elpida, they have banned Julian. So one of the teams are going towards that jungle-oriented ban, I would say, and from the other side, we might see a meta-oriented ban. And my expectations are like I might see a Hayabusa ban next. So what do you think?
Yep, there are high possibilities, but now Mortality is going to be banning out Edith. And one thing I gotta say, Prerna, I'm supporting Mortality just because of their name. Such a creative and beautiful name. So yeah, I already know who I'm supporting for this match. But on the other hand, TDX Alpida, they look like they are someone to be scared about, because they have banned out the Julian in the first ban, and now they're gonna go for that Ruby. And as we have seen in the current meta, Ruby is a menace if played correctly, and Ruby has been dominating the meta recently, Prerna, if I'm not wrong, because we've been seeing a lot of Ruby picks here in this tournament, as well as in ranked sessions and everything else. So banning out that Ruby in the second part of the banning phase, that's a very good decision coming out from TDX Elpida.
Exactly, because in the EXP lane, we could see that Ruby was actually dominating because of the spellbomb she has, and as I expected that there might be a Hayabusa ban from the side of Mortality. They have banned Hayabusa, and from the side of TOX Elpida, they have banned Roger. So as I was saying that TOX Elpida might go for the meta-oriented bans, because we can see Ruby there, Julian there, and Roger as well. And currently we know Roger is very, very good of a marksman in the current meta. And as you were saying, that Ruby's dominance is actually worth mentioning, and also as Julian. And on the other side, we can see that they have secured the mage first, that is the Zask. And from the side of TOX Alpida, we can see that they are hovering on a Hylos. I guess Hylos will be picked from here. And if it is combined with Hylos and Sicilian, that might actually show some huge amount of damage along with huge amount of tankiness, because the damage coming out from Sicilian's ultimate is huge, and the way actually Hylos can help in team fights is actually amazing.
Yep, I expected the Hylos to be banned, but it was not banned. So, TOX Alpida, they have decided to take out that Hylos. And if we considered just the two heroes that they've picked, I think it's a very good pick coming out from their side, because the Hylos can front lane very easily. On the other hand, Sicilian from the back lane can deal a lot of damage with bad impact, and will be it will be problematic for Mortality if they cannot counter both of those heroes. And because they have picked out Hylos, Mortality, they have decided to go with two super high damage dealers with true damage, and those are Carry and Alpha. So I think it's going to be a bit hard for the Hylos to sustain in this match, and I think Grok is going to go with the XP lane. So TOX Alpida, they have a very tanky lineup as we're seeing right now, and now they're going to be banning out another one of the heroes, and I believe it's going to be something. I believe it's going to be an XP laner, because they have already taken their XP lane. On the other hand, Mortality still does not have a player for that lane. So yeah, as I said before, they are banning out possible counters of Hylos and Grok, because already a lot of damage is going to be dealt out from Mortality, but so they will not need another high damage like TOX Alpida. If there is another high true damage dealer, it's going to be very tough for them to sustain in this match. So they have decided to take out that X-Borg in the banning session. And coming up from Mortality, I think they're going to go with, as expected, they're going to go for marksman bans, because TOX Alpida, they still have not gotten a marksman yet. So what do you think? What's going to be the next ban coming up from Alpida?
I guess they might go for a roamer ban, because from the side of Mortality, we cannot see any type of roamer getting picked. And if we look at their lineup, they are still in a true damage outburst heroes. So that's what I thought, but they proved me wrong, and they did not want any type of damage dealers anymore. So they banned Benedetto over there. So let's see which hero from the side of Mortality, that is the last ban coming out from them, which hero they might pick. I guess they would go for marksman ban over here, and as expected, they ban Ixia over there, because we can see that they already have that carry over there, which can actually melt down any kind of tanky hero over there. So they might have an advantage over there, because Zask is there along with Carry and Alpha also. So let's see how they execute this match. And from the side of TOX Alpida, we didn't see any type of jungler as well. So let's see which hero they picked. Which hero they picked to counter Alpha over there. I guess they might go for Amon, or might be a Gushin. What do you think?
I think the best possible hero that they can go with right now would be a Nolan, to be precise, because Nolan has a lot of burst damage, and Alpha can sustain sustain team fights. So taking out a Nolan would be very drastic for Alpha, because Alpha is not good against burst. So maybe a Nolan would be good, but I don't know what they have in mind. So but they have taken the Clint, as we were talking about it. So Clint is a very good marksman against Carry because of the insane range that Clint has. But on the other hand, Carry can be a bit problematic in the late game. So currently, if we look at both the teams, I think both of them have very good picks. Both the teams are focusing on countering each other, and that's a very good sign, honestly. So yeah, here Lynx from Mortality has decided to take out that Terizla, and Terizla is going to be a pain in the XP lane. On the other hand, TOX Alpida, they're hovering over for a jungler, and I think Bane is under consideration, but I don't think Bane would be very good in this situation. So let's see what they have in mind. Maybe they'll take Bane, because because if they take Bane, they can do a hard push with two of their front lanes going in, and Bane just focusing on towers. So they have everything that they need. They have long range, they have sustained amount of damage, but one thing that they're missing is someone who can prolong the team fight with their regenerative abilities, because I don't think something that I think, but it's a fact that no one from TOXL PETA has a lot of sustain, prolonged sustain. Like if they go into a team fight, they don't have anyone that can regen. So that might be bad for them. But on the other hand, if you do look at Vitality, they have all of those necessary formulas to make a good team. They have someone that can last very long in the team fights. They have someone that won't get bursted out. They have enough damage. They have true damage. And Zask itself can be very devastating for anyone against it. So, with that being said, we are here in the first match of day 3 in the MCCS Season 2. So, here we're not seeing anything crazy in the first half of the game. Everyone is just trying to get their positions down and they are trying to get their buffs taken. So after the buffs, maybe we will see a rotation near the Little Wanderer, but that is a long shot, honestly, Perona, because I don't think that's going to happen. And one thing I was not correct in predicting about, I think the Grok is not playing the XP lane. It's Hylos playing the XP lane, and Grok is the one who's going to be roaming for the entire match.
Yeah, I thought that for a bit, but about if we think about that, Terizla is there. Terizla is a very tanky hero, so they might actually have an immense fight over there, and we can already see there is a competition in the Little Wanderer, and Tigreal is very, very low HP, but because of the wall of Grok, they were able to sustain this thing, and the Little Wanderer goes to TOXL PETA. That was a nice competition over there, and we could see that the EXP laners were here. Both the teams' EXP laners were here, where Hylos took a lot of damage, but Grok actually was able to a bit of suppress the teammates of Mutality. So I am hoping for a gank initiation in the EXP lane where Hylos and Ben might take out Terizla over there, because we can see he is outnumbered there, but he is tanky hero. So let's see how it ends for him, and things are not looking good for him at the very beginning, and the first blood was secured by Hylos over there with a very, very low HP. He was able to take down Terizla over there because he was outnumbered there. And if we look at the bottom lane, the marksman of TOXL PETA might get taken out, and Zask was there to finish him off. And what a starting for the match, Azim.
Yep, it was a 1-for-1 trade, but I think in the trade it was Mutality that got the victory because they lost their XP lane. On the other hand, TOXL PETA losing their goal lane in such early game was not necessary, and the turtle goes to Z-Key. And with that being said, it's gonna be another kill for TOXL PETA. Double kill coming out from that Bane, and ZK7 has gotten 2 kills early on. And with that being said, Cassiopeia has gotten another kill. TOXL PETA getting the turtle, getting the kills, and now they're marching towards the mid lane tier 3, and it might be a bit problematic for them because a lot of gold is gonna get taken out by TOXL PETA. So Mutality themselves, they are in a bit of a pinch because they are lacking behind in the gold, already down by 1,000 gold in the network section. So overall, if we do look at this, it might be a bit problematic for Mutality because earlier in the game they are losing their footing very quickly, and TOXL PETA is already on the verge of starting a snowball, and if that happens, it's going to be a bit tough for Mutality to come back from this one because it's just 3 minutes and already 1,000 goal lead is in the favor of TOXL PETA. So if it continues like this, it might be a bit problematic for the teams.
Exactly, because we could see they have secured a lot of gold from the turrets of the MM lane and also the mid lane as well. And if they are able to take down that turret of mid lane, they might get a upper hand because they will have a better map controlling over there. And we can see they are actually ganking on the marksman, and I guess Clint would be taken down, and Clint was taken down by Alpha over there, even though we could see that Tigreal was being taken down by Cecilian. The amount of damage coming out from this mage is insane at this point, and we can see that they are still chasing, and even though they were chasing, they did not want to throw anything because they are already on the back foot. So that was a nice initiation from them, and we can see a rotation in the mid lane, and a fight might break down any time over there, but it did not happen. They just went to they continued to play their passive gameplay, and the second turtle has spawned already. So let's see if any type of fight breaks down here, because we saw that TOXL PETA took the first turtle, so I guess Mutality would not leave this turtle because they want to come back to this game, right? And very nice ultimate coming out from Hylos over there. A fight is still going on, so let's see who slays the turtle. And Alpha was able to take down the turtle, but Tigreal had to give himself out there, and the amount of damage coming out from Zask is immense there. But he was able to retreat from that situation. But Alpha was almost cornered.
Yep, and now if you do look at the top lane, Hylos was able to secure a kill, but I think Hylos has to give his kill away as well. But Prisoner from the side of TOXLPedo will be able to get down and get out of the situation for now. But on the other hand, if you do look at the bottom lane, it is Carry versus Clint, and Clint has already died twice. Carry has not given away her kill and even once. Albot is doing very well in his lane, already ahead by one whole level compared to Mrs. Eisen in the bottom lane, and the turtle is going to be spawning in near the goal lane this time, and it might be a bit problematic for both of the teams at this time. But at the same time, to look at the gold difference, it's just one. It's not even 1,000, it's barely 100 coming out from the side of TOXLPedo, and they have lost their snowball, and Mrs. Eisen will get taken out once again. And with that being said, it's Softy might get taken out. Oh, Cassiopeia with an amazing bad impact, and that's going to be taking out the Tigreal and this process. And now this is a fight that went in favor of Meowtality. Meowtality will be getting the first turret of the game. ZK7 is going to get taken out by the carry. With that being said, the carry is already ahead by a huge margin when compared to Mrs. Eisen, because look at that KDA ratio, because Albot is rolling with a 203 KDA. On the other hand, Eisen just has a 030 KDA. So it's not looking too good for Mrs. Eisen right now, and they'll have to put a lot of effort if Mrs. Eisen wants to get back in track. But on the other hand, in the top lane, we can see that the Hylos was playing phenomenally well, but the Terizla has regained his footing back, so it is going to be a bit problematic for the Hylos right now, especially after Terizla is done with the War Axe. It's going to be a bit problematic for him. And now Bolty Pumpkin is going to get the third turtle of the game. Terizla coming out with a great ultimate, and this is Tigreal coming in. With that being said, this battle is going to go in favor of Meowtality. That was a phenomenal ultimate combination coming out from Tigreal as well as that Terizla. So both of them, along with the damage coming out from Carry, was enough to secure that victory in that battle. And that being said, the middle lane tier 3 is going to go in favor of Meowtality. TOXLPedo already has lost 2 of their turrets, and it's not looking too good for them, because Meowtality is already leading with 3,500 gold, and if this continues like this and the snowball goes in favor of Meowtality, it's going to be very hard for TOXLPedo to continue in this game, Perna.
Exactly, and if we look at the top lane, we might see a gank over there, because Brock is there, used his ultimate already on Terizla, and Terizla is not looking good at this point, and Terizla would be taken down by Brock over there. But now, nice ultimate coming out from Hylos over there. We are expecting another kill here. There might be a kill, but the possibility of that turret getting destroyed is absolute, and we can see that the fight is still going on. Alpha is going on with that Alpha charge, and Hylos was being taken down, and double kill secured by Alpha over there. The amount of damage he is dealing right now is insane. And look at the damage coming out from Zask as well. And with that being said, Cecilian was taken down as well. So they lost a turret and 3 of their players in that particular push. So things are actually not good, looking good for TOXLPedo at this moment, because even though they started well, the snowballing coming out from Meowtality is actually working in favor of them, and the aggression coming out of them is actually very nice thing to see right at this moment.
Yep, and currently I can only see TOXLPedo coming out from this match only if the Sicilian can, farm and sustain till the late game. But other than that, it's going to be very tough for them. And look at that damage coming off from Alpha charge being used, and Brock is going to get taken out. Prisoner being in a very bad position. Oof, look at that kill coming out from the Bane. Bane will get taken out by Iblis. Cassiopeia taking out Boltu Pumpkin, and now it is just it's just hectic at this point. A lot of kills has been given out in this fight, and Meowtality has already lost 3 of their members, and now they are looking to lose the 4th member in this fight. But nope, Iblis is going to be helping out, and Lynx is going to sustain through the fight. So if we do look at the team fight, I think it was a clear. It was not a clear victory, but nobody won in that team fight because both the teams lost 3 of their players. But one thing that Meowtality has to take into consideration is that the Sicilian has died only once, and now he's rolling with a 415 KDA. If this continues like this, the Sicilian will get online very quick, and it will be a bit problematic for Meowtality. On the other hand, TOX Alpida, they are trying to funnel a bit into Aizen, but I think Aizen will not be able to do much in this current state. And yeah, they're on the verge of losing their blue buff, but it will sustain and they will be able to secure it. So now the Lord is already spawned, and this Lord might be a bit problematic. Meow Meow is trying to go in, but Alpha using the Alpha charge, and it's not going to be much of a benefit, but Alpha will sustain somehow. Albot is in a very bad position. He will be able to sustain. Mrs. Aizen securing 2 kills, and I believe that Mrs. Aizen can now consider being an integral part of the team because finally he has gotten 2 kills. She has gotten 2 kills, and now it will be a bit better for him. And if it continues like this, I think there's a high chance that this match might go in favor of TOX Alpida because they are on the verge of getting the first Lord, and yep, they have successfully secured the first Lord despite Gold to Pumpkin being there. So it is looking good for TOX Alpida right now, but we cannot say anything for sure, because look at that farm coming out from the Meowtality segment. They're still leading with 115,000 gold, and I think even in the late game they have a lot of potential because they have that Zaz, they have that carry. Both of them are very good in the late game, so it might be okay for them to play as they have right now because late game is going to be 50-50. Both the teams have one singular unit of pure late game madness, but nobody is completely focused on the late game, and a Purify coming out from Cassiopeia, and I think this fight is going to break out. Drog going in, Prisoner might get taken out, and yep, Prisoner is going to get taken out. Boltu Bunkim with another kill. ZK47 is going to secure another kill. Cassiopeia securing Lynx's kill, and this is that's a beautiful skill coming out from Cassiopeia, and he's going to be securing another kill as well. Mrs. Aizen trying to chase Iblis, but he's going to sustain as well. With that being said, the Lord is still at full HP, almost full HP. With that being said, mid lane turret is under a lot of pressure. It might get taken out. The Lord with almost 90% HP right now is getting bursted out by Albot, but Albot will not be able to single-handedly secure the mid lane turret. It's going to get taken out. 2 inhibitors has already been lost from the side of Meowtality, and now this is Hylos trying to go in. Alpha Impact being used. Alpha securing Cassiopeia's kill. Iblis securing Meow's kill, and it is just hectic at this point, and it has been a wild ride of a match. And with that being said, I think TOX Alpida, it's time for them to retreat back into their bases. But on the other hand, Meowtality, they are strong with 5 of their members. They can do a singular push in one lane, or they can focus on multiple lanes, but I don't think they're going to go for either. They're securing their defenses first, and after that maybe they will consider attacking. But for now, it's going to be a very passive gameplay coming out from both the teams. Prerna.
I guess that too, because we can see that the 5 players of Mutality are here, and there might be a sneaky attack by Clint or Cecilian, since Mutality actually lost 2 of their inhibitors. So things are actually a bit risky for them at this moment, and they are waiting for the Lord to appear, because the Lord will be appearing in 30 seconds. And I hope a fight might break down while taking the Lord. And at this moment, we can see that Hylos was taking the bushes while he actually got the vision of Tigreal over there. So let's see how it ends, and Cecilian is still trying to take down Tigreal over there, because if Tigreal actually uses his implosion at the perfect moment, that might not look good for the side of TOX Alpida. But even before the Lord appeared, they are actually going in for a fight, and Clint has already taken down Tigreal over there, so which was a very important kill for TOX Alpida. So they are going very neck to neck, and I guess someone might get taken down from here, but the thing that I thought was not true. I thought Mutality might take 2 kills, but Cecilian got a triple kill over there, and that makes it actually very very predictable that they would push the turrets, and with the help of those minions, they might just lock the base any moment, because the amount of damage coming out from all the players is insane at this point, and we can see that they are trying to dive in, and with that being said, they just locked the base without even the Lord. They actually won this match. So what a comeback! What a comeback!
Yep, I do agree. And TOX Alpida, they were in their top game and they waited till a late game so that SCCM could come online, and that's what happened. So that was a very good game coming out from both teams. So we will be going for a short break. After that, we'll come back with the second match of the night. And till then, take care and we'll see you right back.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second match of the night. This is between TOXL Pita and Don Rain. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Rain. All right. So, because I cannot pronounce that for anything in the world. So, yeah. Moving on to the match, it is a ban coming out from the TOXL Pita side. They have decided to take out that Roger. And again, if you guys have already forgot, this is me, your caster Scene, along with the amazing Fair enough.
Hello, thank you, Zin, for passing me the mic. And what a spectacular match we have spectated in the very beginning. And this is the second match where we can see that TOXL Pita have again banned Roger from their side, and from the side of Rain, they have actually banned Sicilian because they have studied this time that the amount of damage coming out from Sicilian from the side of TOXL Pita, they didn't want to face that again. So yeah, that was a nice decision, I would say. And from the side of TOXL Pita, they have banned Angela. So that's quite unpredictable, I would say, because we haven't seen Angela pick in this whole tournament yet. So they might have a different strategy for them. And as expected, we can see from the side of Rain, they have banned Hayabusa and Ling as well, where Julian got banned again from the side of TOXL Pita. So they actually are focusing on few of the heroes they don't want to face in any match. So what's your expectation? What might be the first pick?
I think, yep. Before I can say anything, they have taken out that Zas. And I think one thing's for sure that from the side of Dan, they have seen the last match and then they have decided to ban out that Sicilian for Cassiopeia, because Cassiopeia has played phenomenally well in the last match. And from the side of Dan, they have taken the Hylos as well as the Garudkacha. So two super meta heroes coming out from the side of Dan. And on the other hand, TOXL Pita, they are going to go for some heroes that they are left right now. Ruby has not gotten banned, so maybe picking Ruby would be a very good decision on their part. And they can pick the Terizla as well, or yeah. Oh wow, they're going for that Brock. So I think it's a comfort pick for TOXL Pita. But on the other hand, they are deciding to go for the Terizla other than the Ruby. And yeah, because even if they leave the Ruby, no one's gonna pick it because already both the roles that Ruby can play has been selected from the side of Dawn. So they're sure that Ruby's not gonna get picked in this match. So they have taken the Terizla. It's a very good pick from their part. Moving on to the fourth ban from the side of Dan, they have decided to ban out Carry. And I think that's a very good decision because if you consider the fact that Carry can single-handedly melt all three of the tanks that Dawn has taken. Oh, I just realized Dawn has taken 3 tanks. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Fair enough.
Know what they are actually thinking of. Ilos might go for EXP again, while I don't know what they're thinking of. So that's a bit of weird lineup, I would say, but let's see how they actually execute this one. And from the side of TOXL Pita, since we saw good Terizla gameplay in the previous match, which was against them, but let's see how they play Terizla this time. And we also saw a Zask in their opponent, which they picked this time. So I guess they might be showing us that how to play this heroes. And if we talk about Rain, I'm not sure what they're doing. Carmilla should be going for Rome, and Gato might go for EXP, and I don't know what Hylas is gonna do. So it's on them. I have no type of prediction for this team.
I didn't sure.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that's a bit weird because if you do look at the entire picks, even if they're planning on going Carmilla mid lane, they are going to lack a lot in damages. So maybe they're gonna pick something to make up for that. But I don't think the damage of three heroes can be made up by two heroes only. So on the other hand, if you do look at TOX Alpida, they have a very good lineup right now. They have damage, they have sustain, they have crowd control, and it's looking good for TOX Alpida and their draft. But on the other hand, DON or Don, they are not looking too good right now. So I'm not sure what they're trying to go for. Maybe it was a miss pick or something, but yeah, they're planning on going for that Ruby. Maybe not. They're hovering over for maybe a marksman right now, and yeah, they are going to be selecting Ruby as their prime marksman. So yeah, not enough damage from the side of DON because like Leslie herself can only do singular targets, right? So they don't have any area of effect damage right now. Kacha and Hylos, they are able to deal somewhat of an area of effect damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So on the other hand, TOX Lopita, they are hovering over for that Ixia, maybe even a Hanabi. Recently, Prerna, we have been seeing Hanabi getting picked a lot, not only in tournaments, but in ranked matches as well, because Hanabi has been really good, but you need that 5-man support to sustain with by using a Hanabi. So I think they are planning on going with that Hanabi. Yep, they have a team, they have their combination synergy or whatever. So maybe picking Hanabi was a very good decision on their part. And I think now is the time for DON to start. And yeah, they're just hovering over for some mages, and maybe they need something with relatively high range, or else they will not be able to burst out that Hanabi.
Exactly, but I don't know what they are gonna lock on to because their lineup already looks very, very suspicious, I would say. Very confusing and very suspicious. So I'm not talking a bit about them. And I guess Hylos might go for the mid lane if it's not a jungler. I don't know. Because they also lack a jungler, so yeah, they would be going for a jungler. So it is maybe Hylos going in the mid lane while Karina going for the jungle. So it is looking a bit of interesting over there because Zask versus Hylos is something we haven't seen yet. So let's see how they sustain in this match because their lineup is kind of very tanky. And also they have two damage dealers. One of them is Lazily, what you just say that she can lock onto just one target at a time. So let's see how they execute it. And in the previous match, we saw how actually TOX Alpida plays. So it is gonna be a bit tough for them, I would say. What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree. But one thing that's for sure is that maybe DON, they have something in mind, and they might be trying to implement a hidden strategy or something. But on the other hand, if we do look at the side of TOX Alpida, they have a tried and tested formula for this match. We know all the heroes that they have picked are very good when it comes to laning, team fights, and everything in between. But on the other hand, DON, I'm very skeptical about their picks, honestly, because just look at that. What are they gonna do with 3 tanks? Like, you can imagine the Hylos playing the mid lane as a mage, perhaps, but Kacha on the XP lane against Terizla, that works, but it's not the best pick they could have taken. But I think they have something in mind. So yeah, as we were talking about it, that's what we're going to be seeing here. I think the Carmilla is going to play the tank, and Hylos is going to be playing the actual mid lane in this game. And I think Musa Hakim is going to get taken out by ZK7, because that was just lazy coming out from Carmilla's part. It was just wandering around and not doing anything. So maybe that was not the best decision to do in such an early stage of the game. But because that happened, Death was able to steal the red buff right under ZK's nose. So that was phenomenal coming out from the part of DON. And with that being said, they are gonna go for their red buff now, and it's gonna be some extra damage and extra gold for the jungler from the side of DON. So on the other hand, we can see that the Garukacha had to retreat back to the base because of how much damage he had taken in the meantime. So yeah, everyone here is just trying to rotate, doing their thing. And here see that Death is rotating to the top lane, and it might be a bit problematic for Hanabi here, but Hanabi will be going out using the Aegis, and Death is able to deal some damage and pop out that Aegis. So Hanabi will have to play safe for the next time being, because not having the Aegis is going to be a bit problematic for her. On the other hand, ZK47 has engaged, and it is not looking too good for Zulal, and Zulal might get taken out, and yep, it is Prisoner securing the kill of Zulal. And on the XP lane, Philolita is getting a bit bursted out by Meow Meow, and in the turtle lane, the turtle is already under a lot of pressure from the side of TOXL PETA, and I don't think that DON they can come here and steal the turtle, because I don't see that as a possibility because of their picks right now. And Harina doesn't have a lot of links, so it might be a problematic as well. Philolita and Death both are in a very bad position. ZK7 is going to take out Death, and Philolita is just running around trying to escape from that Grok, and he is successful for now. Prisoner has already rotated to the top lane, and it is not looking too good for Leslie, but I think Leslie has understood that and has secured a good position, safe away from everyone else. In the mid lane, we can see that both the both the tanks are, both the tanks they're doing this thing and rotating to the top lane right now. And yeah, it's just, again, I'm a bit flabbergasted. Pardon my language for the time being, because I'm a bit flabbergasted because I have not seen this strategy in play ever. What DON is doing right now. So yeah.
Exactly. I haven't seen that as well. So that's why I was focusing on watching the game instead of talking, because we can already see that even though Hylos tried his best and he used the Vengeance already, he used his ultimate, but he had to deal a lot of damage, even though he was able to escape. I don't know for how long he would be able to escape from the situation, because if Hanabi actually patterns up, that might not look good for them, and already Lazily was being taken down by Alpha over there, while Hanabi is actually stealing the gold from that turret, and in no time they would be securing the turret as well. But it's just a shock to me that they weren't able to take down any turret yet. Those tanky players are actually holding on to their turrets. It's an amazing match. It's a very confusing and amazing match where we can see that in the mid lane they are still holding on to their turrets. They are not giving golds. They are not actually not giving out the kills as well. So let's see how it ends for them. And with that being said, the turtle will be appearing in no time. So I guess there might be another fight breaking out in few seconds, because the turtle is here. So let's see how they actually manage to break out that fight, because we can already see Karina is waiting there. She is waiting for stealing the turtle, but I guess she would be caught. And yeah, mission was provided by Grok over there, and Alpha was able to secure the secure the turtle, and things are actually looking one-sided at this point, because look at the kill difference, look at the goal difference. I have nothing else to say here, actually.
Yep, and I think more kill is gonna come out from the side of TOXL PETA, but Muzahim is gonna sustain a bit for a bit longer, and now it's Zulal getting taken out by ZK7. So it is not looking good for DON right now, because they're gonna be losing some of their turrets in a very short span of time, and Cassiopeia is just doing his thing and dealing as much damage as possible. On the other hand, Brock is here in the buff section of DON, and he's just here camping out. Maybe they are planning on an attack, or maybe ZK7 is going to be stealing the blue buff right under Death's nose again, and Death is here trying to secure the Little Wanderer, and I believe that taking Karina in this situation is not the best of a decision, honestly. I think something that could have hit the back lane like Lancelot would have been better in this situation, but I guess it's not within their comfort, so yeah, it's going to be a bit problematic for them. And this time, Age is being used by the Hanabi once again, and Hanabi is able to sustain. Zulal is getting bursted out. Hanabi not taking enough damage, and Prisoner and ZK is already here. Ooh. I think Insomnia might get taken out by Brock. Made a big mistake by putting the wall over there, and that stopped ZK from going in. And yeah, it was Grok saving both Zulal and Insomnia at that time. So maybe the team is not that happy with Grok right now, because that's very expected, because Prerna, as you could have seen, that there was a clear kill coming out from the side of TOX Lupita, but they were not able to secure that. And now Garukacha has already engaged for some reason, but I don't think it's gonna be a good. It's not gonna be a good fight. The fight has already started, and this is TOX Lupita again taking the upper hand. ZK7 is gonna take out Filolita. On the other hand, Death did secure Meowmeow's kill, and now Meowmeow has been taken out, I believe, and now this is, oh my goodness, ZK7 is playing phenomenally well, securing, like, what a turnabout coming out from ZK7's part. He was almost down, but he was able to secure both the kills, both Zulal and Death's kill at the same time, and that was just phenomenal from their part. Cassiopeia is being a very big help in the mid lane because of Zask and his ability to sustain by himself. That's working a lot in their favor right now. So if the match continues like this, it might be a bit problematic for the side of DON right now, Perna, because I don't see them winning this match. They're behind by almost 8,000 gold, and it is not getting better. It's not getting better at all. So if it continues like this, I think this match is going to TOX Elpida once again.
Yeah, I think that as well. And as you were saying, things will not look good. Things are not looking good at this point because we can see how they are pushing turrets, how they are going for kills, and how they are actually securing all the objects. And did you see in the last turtle, Alpha did not use the retribution, and he was able to take that turtle in just 10 seconds. So things are looking actually very bad for TON already. So let's see how they hold up to this, because even though their team is very tanky, but there is no damage dealer, so they have to face this thing. So I don't know what to say for them. So I would just wait and see and wait and watch, actually, because even I'm confused. I'm still confused how they are actually still holding on and how things are actually going on at this point, because we can see in the Midland there might be a fight breaking out in any second. And if we look at Hanabi over there, the whole lane is clear actually, so she should push turrets. I would say she should push those turrets because there is no one to defend her over there. So let's see how this ends for Rain and TOX Elpida, because I am actually rooting for TOX Elpida at this point because they have those damage dealers. So if they lose this match, that will be unfortunate, but we cannot say anything. And already we can see that Zulal is already being cornered, but Karina was able to take down Hanabi over there, and I guess two more kills might come out if anyone follows up with Grok over there. But there was no one to follow up him over there, and they actually missed a chance. That was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate.
Yep, TOX Elpida, even though they have the upper ground, they're still playing very safe right now. They have a goal lead of almost 7,000 gold, but they're still playing relatively safe because, that Grok play might have been disastrous for them because they were outnumbered. But at the same time, it might have been a good chance to take a rest. Because if they were able to secure 2 kills over there, it would have been a bit easier for them to push the mid lane tier 2. But I think that's not a possibility at the moment. And if a team fight breaks out, the chances of TOX Elpida winning that one is super high right now, Prerna, because just look at the amount of gold that they have. And I think the Hanabi has already gotten all of her core items down, so it's not looking good for DON right now. So it might they might have to suffer a bit because the Lord is marching from the bottom lane, and the players they are marching for the mid lane, and Zulal is just getting bursted out. And on the other hand, Death was able to sustain barely, and Lolita has lost a ton of HP. And yeah, Musa Ahem is just, he's doing his part, but it's just not enough. That DON does not have enough damage, and Death will get taken out. Insomnia will get taken out. Death was taken out as well, and 4 members from the side of DON has already gotten taken out, and the Lord is already in the bottom lane inhibitor, and this is not looking too good for DON right now, and they might lose the game right here, right now, but they are trying their best to defend. And Filolita has taken a lot of damage. The Hanabi is trying to log the towers, and it is going to be another kill for the Hanabi. With that being said, the game is going to go to TOX Elpida. They have won 2 games in a row.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. 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 I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Back, guys, to Ooredoo Nation MLBB Contenders League Season 2, and we are already in the third match of this day, and we can see that we are already in the drafting phase between Slane versus TOX Elpida again, and we actually saw how TOX Elpida won 2 matches back to back, and we can see that from the side of Slane they have banned Ling, which was very predictable, and from the side of TOX Elpida they have banned Hylos, which was predictable again because they had to face Hylos two times today, so they won't try to face that thing once again. So in the casting deck, I am here with Upra, and with me there is your favorite Zine.
Hello, hello, and we can see that the bands right now are pretty meta oriented. There is nothing exceptional that we're seeing right now. And Elpida, they have shown us 2 beautiful games back to back, and this is gonna be their third match of the night. And we are still here. We're just observing, and this might be the time when TOX Elpida they lose their winning streak, or maybe the winning streak is gonna get going to be extended for a bit longer. But on the other hand, Slane, they look a bit new in the tournament lineup right now, but their bans are pretty decent, honestly speaking. On the other hand, TOX Elpida, they are also doing pretty good with their bans. And yeah, Aurora getting banned, that's something new. We have not seen TOX Elpida picking Aurora in the recent matches, but they did pick Zask and Sicilian, which was banned in the last match. So maybe this match we will see another Sicilian gameplay coming out from Cassiopeia. But other than that, it's looking pretty normal right now. So looking at TOX Elpida, their next ban might be Hayabusa. I think that's a very good possibility. Fair enough.
There is a possibility of that because we have seen TOX Elpida actually going in for the meta-oriented bans. So, but they proved us wrong again, and they have banned Julian, and we have seen them banning Julian again and again and again in all the 3 matches. So they have this thing for Julian, I would say. And from the other side, we can see they have already picked Zast, and TOX Elpida is hovering over Sicilian this time, and we actually saw how they played Sicilian. That was kind of a devastating match for the opponent while they had to face their Sicilian, and we can already see they are hovering over Ruby as well. So let's see if they pick these two heroes, because if it's Sicilian, the amount of damage that would be coming out from him would be very devastating. And if they actually pick Ruby, that would be going in the EXP lane, and we already know that how much of a sustainable hero Ruby is because of the spell bomb she has, and also how she actually dominates in that lane. But they proved me wrong once again, and they have picked their Grok once more. And with that being said, we can see that they did not ban Hayabusa, so they took that they took the chance and they picked Hayabusa this time, and Gatotkacha as well. So Hayabusa would be going for jungle, and I think Gatotkacha would be going for the EXP lane. What do you think?
Yep, high possibility right now. And yeah, because they have taken the Gatotkacha, they have a bit of a flex right now. They can either put Gatotkacha in the roaming lane or maybe even in the XP lane. So they have a flex pick that they can alter according to their wishes. But on the other hand, we are seeing a Terizla getting picked. So we have been seeing TOXLP's pick not changing over the last 3 matches. They have gone with their comfort pick each and every single match. They always pick the Grok. They have always picked the Terizla. They have always tried to pick the Sicilian. So it is it's looking comfortable for TOXLPita, but they have lost one of their comfort picks. That was Alpha, and Alpha was picked in the last 2 matches as well. But this match they will not be able to pick that Alpha, so it might be a bit problematic for them. But Ruby is gonna get banned as well from the side of TOXLPita, along with Flint. On the other hand, Slane, they have banned that Alpha, so now they have 1 last ban remaining, and we are eager to see who they are planning to ban. And I believe that it should be a gold laner, honestly, either a gold laner or or what?
A jungler.
Either a gold laner or a jungler. So they have not taken their main ADCs yet, so maybe they are planning to ban something in that range. Yep, another one of their comfort picks. They have banned out the Bane, so it's gonna be a bit problematic for TOXLPita, honestly, because they have lost 2 of their comfort junglers, and they have not picked. They have picked all the other heroes according to their comfort, but it's gonna be a bit problematic for their jungler in this match. Perna.
I think that as well. And did you see the mind game they just played? Because they hovered Ruby and they actually took Grok over there, thinking that Ruby might get picked, and so Gatotkacha was being picked at that time. And then they actually picked Terizla and they banned Ruby over there. So let's see how things end up for them. And since they do not have their 2 of their favorite heroes, that is 2 of their favorite junglers, so let's see how this thing ends for them while they actually picked Hanabi this time. And we saw actually Hanabi being a very potential marksman for them, because the amount of damage she actually covers, and also the amount of sneaky attacks she can do, that would give them an upper hand. And on the other side, we can see they have picked Lolita and Layla over there. So anything that would be thrown at Lolita, she would just reflect it back, and then comes Layla. In the late game, Layla would be a nightmare, I think.
Yep, high possibilities, but high possibilities, but at the same time, Layla might get bursted out depending on what ZK7 is gonna pick right now. Because if ZK picks a Lancelot or something in that range, it's gonna be very hard for that Layla to sustain. But at the same time, in the lane, I think it's gonna be very slow, because both Layla and Hanabi, they're either mid game or late game heroes. So currently, it's not looking too good for either of the heroes, either of the teams. But if we do look at this, maybe TOXLPita. Oh my goodness, that was unexpected. And one thing's for sure, Prerna, that Fanny does not have any direct counters in the opponent, so it's gonna be a bit problematic for Slane right now if ZK can pull it off, honestly, because you need a hardcore crowd control, single target crowd control to control over a Fanny. But I don't see any particular heroes with that ability, so maybe Fanny can an easy game in this match, honestly, because she has no counters in this match. So it's gonna be a bit tough for Slane, because that was unexpected. That caught us by surprise as well. Fair enough.
Yeah, because we haven't seen any of the players picking Fanny till now, and we have seen TOXL Pira taking on Alpha or
Welcome to
Ben.
Mobile
So this was
Legends!
completely a surprise from their side. So let's see
5
how they actually
seconds till the
execute this
enemy
one. And
reaches
as
the
you say, there
battlefield.
is no one to
Smash
suppress
them!
or to stop Fanny. So I guess this might give them an upper hand again, and let's hope for the best. But if TOXL Pita actually wins 3 back-to-back matches, that would be a one-sided domination, and we do not want that at this point. And already the match has started, and we can see things are going pretty passive over here, and nothing serious is happening. In the mid lane, we can see that Zask is trying to farm over there, and a bit of damage was dealt on Cecilian over there, but three of the players are there. That's the advantage of Fanny. She can actually go over any lane, and the mobility she has, that's something you should be scared of. Because anytime you are focusing on anything, Fanny might be there. There is a high possibility Fanny coming there and bursting on you. So I would say from the side of Slane, they should be playing a bit safe for now. What do you think?
Either they can play safe or they should go full aggressive on Fanny, because if Fanny can get online, it's going to be very tough for them because they have that Layla, they have that Zask, so it's going to be very problematic. But here it is, Hayabusa with the Oogie Shadow Kill, but that was not successful for now because it's just too early for now, because Hayabusa does not have any of his items. So it's going to be problematic for him if he does play aggressive for the time being. But we can see Fanny taking station, and if Fanny decides to go in, it might be a bit problematic for the team Slane. But Hayabusa did try to get a kill on Cassiopeia, but he was not successful. And this is taking Kunte with that amazing cabling and everything. So Fanny is showing her true worth, and that is why Fanny is dangerous if picked in the last minute. And that is what is happening. Fanny was picked in the very last minute, and no counter was taken from the side of Slane. So it's gonna be this is gonna be a fairly easy match for Fanny, to be honest, if Fanny can play correctly. But other than that, I still have hope for Slane because they are a good team and they have picked pretty good heroes, honestly. So they just need to play a bit safe. They need to play a bit. They need to play a bit. They have to play a bit with time and effort.
Exactly.
And if they can do
Yeah.
that, it will be very easy for them. But other than that, Fanny is going to be a menace. And in the bottom lane, we can see that Layla is doing her thing, and a lot of gold has already gone in favor of TOXL Pida. They're leading by almost 1,000 gold, and on the other hand, it is just the XP lane. Both the fighters are just doing their thing, and Anu is here and trying to do something. Cassiopeia already doing a lot of damage, going in, and it might be another kill for Fanny, but Fanny has lost all of her energy, but that one did secure a kill while walking, and that is phenomenal, honestly. Fanny was out of energy, but that did not stop her from securing a kill, and Fanny's back in her lane, and she was trying to get her red buff, and she was not able to secure it, but it did not go to Akunte, so that's a good thing. And this time, ZK7 was all looking good, and that was a good decision to retreat from that position. And who is this? Amex is getting bursted out. He might get taken out, but Meow Meow is having to deal with a lot of damage, and this is Lolita with the Neutron Blast, and this time ZK7 has coming and taken out Akunte once again. This has been an adrenaline rush of a match, Prerna. This is going phenomenally well for TOXL Pida, but Slane, they're not letting them have an easy match right now.
Exactly, and as we were talking about the golden fight over there, we actually saw how Brock actually helped Fanny over there. Because if Brock had not used his ultimate, Fanny would be down there, I guess, because he was already out of his energy. And this time as well, when Fanny was very low HP, Brock was there to save her up. So that's an amazing gameplay coming out from Brock as well, and the team is perfect, I would say, at this point. So let's see how things go for Slane over here, because we have no questions. Undoubtedly, TOXL Pida have a better synergy till now in all the matches. So let's see how things went for them. And already we can see in the mid lane, Lolita was being molten down, and Fanny is going in, and Hayabusa was Hayabusa just got vanished over there. In front of Fanny, he is not able to stand a bit, and I guess there would be no competition in the total because no player from the side of Slane is there. So they are easily getting all the objects they want. They are easily able to take all the kills. So already we can see there is a lead of almost 1.5k gold. So things might look bad for Slane in few minutes.
Yep, and looking at the gold right now, almost 2000 gold is in favor of TOS Alpida. They're leading in the net worth section, so if it continues like this and their snowball gets a bit bigger, it will be problematic for Slane right now. But on the other hand, we can see Fanny is already trying to rotate to the bottom lane, and the bottom lane is looking pretty normal right now. But Fanny is here, so it will be a bit problematic if the Layla decides to stay there for any longer. Prisoner is trying to go in, and Hanabi is just dealing damage from the back lane right now, and Fanny is just gonna hold off for the moment because her buff is gonna come in like 2 seconds. So taking the buff is a top priority for Fanny. Without the buff, it's gonna be very problematic for Fanny to do anything in general, and Cassiopeia is just doing his thing. Meow Meow has rotated, but he might lose his turret in the process. But on the other hand, Fanny is here, and it's just Hanabi holding the lane down by herself, so it's a bit problematic in the bottom lane. And this time, Hayabusa tried to use the Ugi Shadow Kill once again, but Cassiopeia was able to survive. Hanabi is surviving as well. This is Vayne Knight kill here, and that was a good engage. I won't say that was bad, but Fanny is here with an amazing bit of damage. But Vayne kill was able to sustain that entire burst from Fanny and was able to retreat safely, I believe. And Fanny did try to take out Akunte, but that was not a possibility at the moment. And now Fanny's just back to her thing, doing the farming and everything that a jungler should do. But on the other hand, Akunte is a bit behind in the level count, so it might be a bit problematic in the team fights right now. But on the other hand, Fanny and team are here near the turtle, and the turtle might get taken out fairly easily because there is very less or no competition coming out from Slane right now. So nobody's going to be competing or contesting the turtle right now, and the turtle is going to go very easily to TOX Alpida. And I think Hanabi should be getting a little bit of attention from the team because she's been here alone defending for as long as possible, and now it's time for her to leave. And Akunte was just a bit late. That was a wasted Oogie Shadow kill. And I think the lane will get defended by Prisoner and Cassiopeia. So overall, that was just a waste of time from Slane, honestly, if you ask me. So I think they should do a bit more smart plays, because plays like that would be a bit disastrous for them. So currently, both the teams are doing their thing. TOX Alpida, they are slowly gaining some footing in their snowball, and that was a good attempt for ZK7, but Zask with his ultimate was able to survive. Fair enough.
Exactly, and we actually saw how Zask actually was very precious on point in time, and we can already see that Fanny is still trying to get on Lela, I guess, because she is waiting there for Lela to come forward, and already we can see there is a commitment on who's this? Commitment on Terizla over there, and Terizla being such a sustainable hero, he was able to escape the situation, but Gacha tried to chase him down, but he was a bit late. The ultimate actually got wasted, and we can see the rotation just moved towards the mid lane again, where we can see, I guess Gacha might take down Terizla over there because Hayabusa is there to deal damage, but Lela was being taken down by Fanny in the bottom lane in meanwhile, and we can already see that how they are actually leading this game, because if we look at Hayabusa over there, his KDA is 0-3-1, whereas it is 5-0-0 for ZK, that is the Fanny. So nothing, it does not need any explanation at this point, because if your jungler is lagging behind, your team would be lagging behind. So things are looking very bad at this point for Slane, because already we are in the 10 minutes and this goal difference is getting higher and higher. So let's see for how long they are able to sustain this thing, because we could see that even though they are trying to take down heroes from there, they are actually losing them at the very last moment. So and already we can see that Cecilian is trying his best to take down Lolita, but Terizla was able to get the kill, and I guess he would be taken down this time, and Terizla was taken down by Lela. So that's the second kill for Slane at this point. And even though Terizla was taken down, we can see that Fanny is there to defend his lane. And already the Lord has spawned. So let's see if there is any competition from the side of Slane and from the side of Fanny herself. Because Fanny actually did not need any type of help from her teammates while securing any objects, and we can see how they are actually going on menace on every player, and Gacha was being taken down as well. So there might not be any competition in the Lord, even though Hayabusa is there. So let's see how things ends for both the teams here.
Yep, Fanny is rampaging through the entire map. It doesn't matter wherever you are, whoever you're, Fanny is gonna be there to hit you out right now. And Fanny is just doing her thing. And ZK7, man, he has my respect. In the past 3 matches, he has been nothing but phenomenal. And now ZK7 is trying to secure the lot, but he is down by a lot of HP. So someone needs to hold the lot for now. And Mama is here to hold the lot, but ZK7 is still here. It might be a bit problematic. Just look at his HP right now, but yep, he's gonna secure the Lord. After that, he's gonna go back to the base because he has to go back to his blue buff, because without that, it's gonna be very hard for Fanny to sustain. Now I think some pressure is building up in the top side, but Minion doesn't have much HP, so it's not going to be a major push from their side. But TOX Alpida, they have secured already 2 turrets, but on the side of Slane, they have not been able to secure any turrets now. Kunte finally getting a kill, and that was a very important kill because Nabi with the Lord is very devastating. So securing Hanabi's kill was the top priority at that moment, but Fanny is still alive, and Fanny can just go in and burst anyone that comes in her way. But ZK7, I think he's just trying to get the build up right and waiting for the perfect time. Kunte coming up, Kunte getting bursted out within a split second. Honestly, that had me flabbergasted, Pern, honestly, because I did not expect Kunte to go out that easily and that quickly. And Fanny is just Fanny's being a menace right now, and I think Meow Meow will get taunted into a fight, and yep, Zerino is gonna be securing the kill, and Fanny going in once again, but this time will not survive because of the sheer damage coming out from both the Zaz and the Gacha. So Fanny finally getting taken out, and maybe Slane has an opportunity right now to push the mid lane as soon as possible. They have all of their required heroes. They have Rybody playing the Layla, and Layla is going to come online very soon. And that being said, New Million Blast being used, and the middling territory is going to get taken out very soon. And now it's time for TNOX Alpida to come back out of this. Prisoner is trying to give as much vision as possible, but that Zast spawn is going to be holding him down for the time being. And now in the mid lane, both the teams are trying to do their best to push, but this is looking a bit better for Slane right now, because look at the goal. For the entirety of the match, TOX Alpida have the advantage, but for the first time in the entire match, it is Slane leading with the goal advantage. So Akunte is here, but Akunte will be able to survive. Nobody's here to take down Akunte, but look at that damage coming out from Hanabi. So Hanabi has already come online, and if a major team fight breaks out, it's gonna be Hanabi bursting everyone down right now. And a Vaynite kill is here, trying to give as much vision as possible, but it's not gonna be very impactful for the moment right now, Perno.
Exactly, and we can see a rotation going in the mid lane, and the purple buff has arrived. So let's see if Fanny goes for that one instead, because she needs that blue buff, right? So I guess she would be taking that, and Zach tried his best, but a fight has broken down. So let's see which player gets down over here, because the amount of damage coming out from the Cecilian is huge, but Terizla was being taken down. 2 players are down from the side of TOX Alpida, and Fanny got Fanny dealt a lot of damage as well, but she had to retreat, and the Kevling actually helped her to move from this place. But if we look at the jungler, that is Akonta, he is not able to sustain in front of Fanny. But even though things started very late for them, they are still trying to get back to the game, and we can see that Lolita literally threw herself towards TOX Alpida. That was completely unnecessary. If she was here to guard over there, I guess Lela would be able to take the turtle herself, because Zask is there, Lela is there, and in few seconds, Hayabusa would be there as well. So at this point, that was completely unnecessary. But let's see how things end for Slane, because there is slight chance for them to come back to this game.
Yep, the chances of them still exist, but I think the top priority for Team TRXL PETA would be the Layla right now because the Layla has come online and that is running with a very good KDA. So if that Layla can sustain for a longer period of time, it will be game over for them. And Kunte is gonna get scammed out of that place, and he thought that he had Anu down, but Anu will be able to survive. And this is a Kunte barely surviving. Will he be able to survive? Nope, he is gonna get taken out by the Lord. And this is ZK trying to go in, but look at that damage coming out from Layla. Layla is just bursting everyone out. Cassiopeia at the same time is doing the same exact thing, but Anu is trying to sustain as much as possible. And looking at Meow Meow, he's trying to sustain a bit as well. And now the mid lane is a no man's land right now. Everyone's trying to fight and everyone's trying to do as much damage as possible to the opposite side. Cassiopeia is not looking in his best form because he is out of mana right now. And I think Prisoner might get taken out, but look at the damage coming up from Cassiopeia. Dynamics is here. And oh my goodness! Prisoner giving himself up just for the kill of Rybody, and that was phenomenal coming out from the side of TOXL PETA. Tank sacrificing himself for the highest priority players. That is some peak level gameplay coming out from that part. Meow Meow is just surviving for as long as possible. Will Meow Meow be able to survive? That is a real question right now, and yep, he survived successfully. That was a very good gameplay coming out from Meow Meow with, like, distracting tactics and everything, distraction tactics and everything. So overall, this is looking good for TOXL Peter right now. But on the other hand, Slane, they have not given up yet because they still have their late game Layla in their team, and I think Meow Meow should have gone to the base in order to recover a bit. And yep, Meow Meow might get taken out. High chances, and yep, Meow Meow is gonna get taken out, but Kunte will be able to survive, but barely. So that was not the best decision coming out from Meow Meow, and this has not been the match for Meow Meow. 144, that is not the best KDA for an XP laner, but on the other hand, look at Amex. Amex has 214 in his KDA range, and that is beautiful, honestly. But ZK7 single-handedly was carrying the game, but because it's late game, now the game will be depending a bit on not Hayabusa, Hanabi and Sicilian. So yeah, let's see. But if we do just consider the late game potential, I think both the teams are they do have an equal footing, and I think Zarino might get taken out. Yep, Zarino is gonna get taken out. Oh my goodness, Zarino almost taking out ZK7, and yeah, he did take out Cassiopeia in the process. So it is not looking too good for TOXL Peter right now because they are not able to sustain the damage coming out from the side of Slane. So maybe Hanabi should be going a bit to the back lane, and Hanabi needs to be with the team because without Hanabi, they don't have a lot of damage. And yeah, ZK is just messing around with his cables and not doing much, honestly. And ZK almost getting targeted, but yep, she's gonna cable out of the way. Prisoner is under a lot of fire, but he will be able to sustain. So what do you think, Prerna? Who do you think has a higher chance of winning this game?
We still cannot be sure of that. That's why I'm not predicting at this point, because we saw how actually Fanny was able to distract the teammate from Hanabi. So, but even though he tried her best. The teammates from the side of Slane were not distracted at all, and we can see in the bottom lane, Terizla is doing his work. He is just clearing out the lanes, so anything can happen because we have seen epic comebacks from all the teams. At this point, we have seen epic comebacks from all the teams, so let's see what happens here. And already we can see that Katukacha was outnumbered over there, and Fanny just came in and drew the kill. And at this point, I might say TOXL PETA has a bit of advantage over there because of the mobility Fanny has, but and since the jungler of the opponent, that is the Slane, is still not up to the point yet because his career looks bad. At this point, his career does look bad. So let's see how things end over there because the Lord has appeared again, and from the side of TOXL PETA, they would be securing the Lord without any type of complication because we cannot see Hayabusa anywhere near or Lela over there. So with the help of this particular lord, they might be going in for the base directly because I don't think they would be wasting any more time, which might give an upper hand to Lela. So they wouldn't be risking it. I guess they wouldn't be risking it. So let's see what happens over there because they are still not committing on any fight because I think they are waiting for the lord. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that is a better option right now because the Lord itself can be a big factor to pushing. But on the other hand, TOX Elpida, they are going to be a bit weak in the late game because not really though, but they have that Sicilian, they have that Hanabi. They should not be weak in the late game. But Fanny is gonna get out of commission very soon. And just look at the amount of damage that Zask is dealing right now. And Fanny is here to take the position. Lord going in the mid lane inhibitor. Prisoner also going in. Meow Meow trying to set up an ultimate, but it is not gonna be very. Oh my goodness, look at that damage coming out from the side of Slade. And ZK is the only one, along with Prisoner and Mama, surviving the entire fight. I don't know what happened. I just saw a lot of damage being dealt, and it was Slade that was dealing the damage, but Raibari was taken out, and that is not good. That is not the best possible scenario for Slade, but at the same time,
Oh my god.
look at the damage, and Fanny's here trying to set something up. Oh my goodness, Fanny just took out Amix in a mere second, honestly, and yeah, that was beautiful. And I think the only one holding the entire game for Slane right now is the Zask. The Zask is dealing a ton of damage, and not just to one person. He is dealing a lot of team damage. But I think the Hanabi needs to up her game a bit because Hanabi has not been very effective as of now, and he was just taken out by at the start of the fight, and that is not a good thing, honestly. And Meow Meow is trying to hold the ground to some extent, but I think he needs to up his game a bit as well. Fair enough.
I think that as well. And if we look at the side of Slane, they are still holding on to their base. They just lost one of their inhibitors, but still they are trying their best to come back to this game. Whereas we can see they have dealt a lot of damage to Prisoner, but being so tanky, he was able to retreat from that situation. And I guess in any moment a fight might break down over there because we can see a rotation coming towards the mid lane over there, and within 30 seconds the Lord would spawn as well. So I guess they are just doing that diversion game over there because we can see how Grok is actually playing around. He was just there to mess around with them, and he is retreating. He is just dealing damage, and then he is retreating and diversing them from that actual point. And we can see how Fanny is actually clearing up lanes, securing her objects, and there might be a possibility of Hayabusa versus Fanny, and Fanny was able to retreat for a second, but she was taken down by Hayabusa this time, and I guess and this Lord might be taken down by Slane over there because they have lost their jungler in the process, and even though Hanabi is waiting there in the backlane, I don't think things would be going good for them, and we can see how they are actually dealing damage over there. There might be a fight breaking down in any moment. We are seeing that from the side of Slane, they are committing on the turtle already. So let's see how things go on. And Hanabi was taken down by Gatsukacho over there, and we are actually sure now that Slane might take this Lord, and with this particular Lord, they might just push the turret in the bottom lane, and they might go for the base as well. And that was completely unexpected. At the very last moment, they were coming back to the game again. So
Yep.
there might be a chance. There's still a chance for them, you know.
Yeah, and I think that was good, honestly, from the side of Slane. They have dealt a lot of damage, and with that being said, I think TOX Alpida, they have to up their game because the Fanny was doing all the work in the early game, but now the Fanny is not as strong as the early games anymore. But on the other hand, game is depending a lot on the Hanabi, but the Hanabi is not able to perform as much. And as I said, the Fanny is just, oh my god, Akunte just took 2 kills out right from the start, and that was phenomenal from his part. And this might be the end for TOX Opida because just look at that. They have lost one of their late gamers, and it's going to be hard for them to defend right now. And because of the Newman Blast, and yep, Raibari is in the middle, but Bane Knight kill just went in a bit too deep, and with that, oh, that shield was very effective. And yep, this is going to go in favor of Slane. What a beautiful comeback from their part.
Yeah, that was totally unexpected. But as I was saying, there is still a bit of a chance. So congratulations to them. This is the type of match we want to see, actually. We want to watch, actually, because this went very neck to neck, and there was actually adrenaline rush in this throughout this whole match. So Congratulations to the winners, and we would be right back after a short break.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to MCCS Season 2, and this time we're gonna be seeing Serpentium versus Slane. As we've seen in the last match, Slane was able to get their victory from TOX Elpida, who had won the last two matches, and this time we're gonna be seeing Slane do the same thing. Slane has already won their previous match, and this time they're against Serpentium. And if we do look at the bans for the moment, Serpentium has banned Zaz. On the other hand, Slane did end up banning the Hanabi, so it is looking pretty decent right now. And the Zaz ban, it was very necessary. Along with the Zaz, they are going to be banning out Hayabusa. Both the heroes were taken by Slane in the last match. So Prerna, I think Serpentium, they've done their share of research.
Yeah, they surely have, because we saw how Zaz was standing there strong for his team, and we also saw the amount of damage coming out of him in the last phase of that game. Sorry, I'm fumbling. Sorry. And along with that, we can see from the side of Slane, they have banned Chip already. And as I was saying, that how Zast was being a menace in the last phase of the game. That is, what do we say that? In the late game, sorry. How Zast was actually standing strong in the late game. So that was necessary from the side of Serpentium, because if Slane was given this chance to take Zast once again, they would have proven themselves once again. And still there is a chance. We cannot predict anything at this moment, and we are seeing that from the side of Serpentium, they have banned Hylos. And I would say Hylos ban was completely necessary, because we have seen Hylos being played in first two matches, and those two matches went to the side of the team who actually picked Hylos. So it was a necessary one, and it's a meta hero, so you must ban Hylos, even if it's a ranked match or even if it's a tournament lobby, right?
Yep, and if we do look at the picks right now, Serpentium with their first pick, it is Terizla. On the other hand, Slane did end up taking Roger as well as Zushin. So both the teams are going with very meta-oriented picks. And if we look at Serpentium right now, I think they will be securing. What should they secure? Maybe the Gatwood Kacha might get secured in this pick, or the Ruby. So there's a high chance of those two getting picked, but we have to wait and see, because we do not know what strategies they're going to go with. And maybe they're going to go with the Bane, so they're hovering over it. And along with the Bane, I think Oh, they're gonna go with the Faramis. That's a bit rare. So Faramis in the mid lane, that's not the best possible option because I don't like how low of damage that Faramis deals. So they are gonna be picking the Bane as well as the Faramis. So for now, Serpentium has a pretty decent pick. Slane, they are gonna be securing the Garud Kasha. And it is time for the fourth ban from the side of Slane. And I think Slane will be, they will be banning out a marksman. And that's what they should ban because all the other roles have been fulfilled pretty much, either a marksman or a roamer. And yep, they're gonna go with Melissa ban. I think Melissa ban was a bit necessary because Roger cannot kill Melissa when Melissa has her ultimate. So it is gonna be better for them without the Melissa. So on the other hand, Serpentium, they're gonna be having to ban they have to ban something, and maybe they will be banning out some, maybe they'll be banning out some roamers or even marksmen because both the teams, they have not taken their marksman or the gold laner yet. And Serpentium on the other hand, they're going to be banning out some, they're going to be banning out Beleric, who is one of the best roamers in the game right now. So it is looking pretty good for both the teams. Their bans and picks both are pretty standardized, if I do say so myself. But it will depend a lot on how they decide to play it because only the picks, they're not that important. But other than the picks, you need to know how to play them if you want to do something good in the game. And this time it's going to be Tigreal getting banned from the side of Slane and Serpentium as the last ban. So maybe I'm expecting them to ban another roamer, maybe an Atlas or something. Chip has already gotten banned, so yeah, that is out of the equation. So I'm curious, what will they ban? What do you think?
I think they might go for a support hero as well because we've seen how support heroes get banned there, and since there was no marksman in their lane, so they chose to ban Claude over there, which is a nice decision, I would say, as well. And on the other hand, we can see Slane have picked Lela already, and let's see how it ends up for Serpentium because they are lagging behind one roamer and a marksman. And as a marksman, they are hovering over Mia, and since we can see that many of those roamers are banned, so this is gonna be a problem for them. But we actually forget about Minotaur over there. Tank that actually that also acts like a support hero because he can heal, he can do damage, he can be a very good tank. So if they actually lock onto Minotaur over there, that would be a pretty decent pick, I would say, since their team has already two squishy heroes. And if we talk about Paramis, that actually does not deal that of a damage as we said, but he can actually provide for a second life for a few seconds. So things might change. And with that being said, they have picked Atlas over there, which was kind of unexpected. But you expected that, right? You were talking about Atlas, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, you were talking about Atlas over there, and we can see from the side of Slane, they have picked Carmilla, which is a very pretty tanky hero and a very underrated, very underrated. And the way she can actually bind 3 heroes with her ultimate, that's something amazing. So let's see how they can pull off this match, because in the earlier match, in the previous match, we have seen Slane to suffer for a bit, and they had an epic comeback in the whole match. They tried their best. So let's see how they execute this one. I think they should go aggressive at this point, because if they want to keep their winning streak, that's a must at this point.
Yep, I do agree with you, but we will have to take into consideration that Atlas and Bane can, wipe out the entire team if they work together. But at the same time, if we do look at the other picks, I think both the teams have they're equal when we're considering the weight of their picks. Honestly, because just look at that. One of the sides, Serpentium, they have Teresla, they have Faramis as well as Bane and Alice. So that's a very good crowd control lineup. But on the other hand, from the side of Slane, they have decided to pick that Layla once again. And it's going to be Layla versus Mia in the goal lane. So that is a bit weird. None of the heroes we prefer that much. But yeah, they are both going to go with those heroes. And if we do consider something about the crowd control from the side of Slane, they have enough. But is it truly enough? That's the question, because Garud Kacha and Carmilla, just 2 of them against the entire team, I don't think that's the best possible scenario. But Bainakil is gonna get taken down, maybe. Nope. And That was a good play coming out from Bay Nightingale, and Sereno has gotten bursted out, and that Bane with the first kill is a menace to society at this point because that skill bounces off one and hits the other, and that is just a ton of damage in general. But if we do consider the goal lane, it's gonna be easier for Layla. Sorry, it's gonna be easier for Mia in the earlier games, but it's not gonna be that easy for that's not going to be as easy for Layla because Layla needs some time to farm up and get her items. After that, she can deal a lot of damage from a distance. But currently, it's going to be Mia that's going to be dominating this lane because she has that Inspire as well. And Kunte is already here. And Flower might get taken out. That was a good bait coming out from Raibuddy. And Flower is going to get taken out by Akunte. On the other hand, AJ is going to take out Raibuddy as well. Akunte is trying to deal as much damage as possible to Ray. AJ and he might get taken out, but
Whoa!
And Kunte might get taken out. Yep, that was overly aggressive, and AJ with the killing spree, getting shut down by Sereno right now. And I think that was just a bad decision from Akunte Prerna because he had no business there whatsoever. He had gotten one kill. He should have retreated, but rather he overstayed his stay and gave AJ another kill. It doesn't matter if AJ dies because he's the tank and he has the roam item, which is going to give him a gold boost no matter what. But if Akunte dies, it's going to be very bad for him because look at him. He has a 111 KDA. On the other hand, Shaq only has a 000 KDA. So if you balance it out, I think AJ is still, Shaq is still the one who is leading because his level is already 6, but Akunte is barely level 5. So overall, if you consider every aspect, that was a very bad play from Akunte in general. But Sereno was there to take the kill, or else it would have been a complete loss for them. And Sereno did get bursted out by the Bane, and the Bane is just, walking around, dealing damage, and farming up as much as possible, Perna.
Exactly, and as you were saying that was completely unnecessary because there was the turret. Atlas was standing there inside the turret, so he did not have to dive in for that one. He went too greedy for that one, and he had to pay for that. And already we can see Carmilla is being taken down by Ben over there, and I guess Roger will be taken down there as well because Paramis has his ultimate, and he actually unlocked that thing. And I guess Roger might try to get greedy once again, but from the previous fight, he learned his lesson, I would say, and he did not do the same mistake. That is, he did not repeat his same mistake again, and he actually had to go back foot over there. Even though he went to update back foot over there, I would say there is still a possibility of him getting aggressive on Mia, because we can see how he is actually hovering over that place and Mia is there. So it's just about self-control, how he can actually self-control himself and not diving in. And already the turtle has spawned, and I guess at this moment Carmilla would be taken down once again. And even though she is very tanky, she cannot actually deal with damage that's coming out from the side of Serpentium at this moment, because 3 of the players were taking down on her, and that's something you should be scared of. And Kata tried his best, but the turtle was taken already, and Ben would be taking his kill, and that was unnecessary. Once again, that was unnecessary, I would say. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was not necessary, and he should have just stayed his stay and not done what he did. But yeah, maybe you have to take the risk to do something. But now it's Vayne Nightingale, and I think he's gonna get taken out by the Mia and barely surviving. But it's gonna be Shaq who's gonna take him out, and Raigadi is under a lot of pressure. He might get taken out as well. Akunte taking out AJ, and now Faramis with the Cult Altar is gonna sustain, and Akunte might get taken out in the moment, and Flower was the one who got the kill. And on the other hand, AJ had to give away his kill, so it was a win-win situation. It was not a win-win, but I think the advantage clearly goes to Serpentium, because they lost their tank and they have gotten 2 high value kills in return. So it was a good trade from their part. And I think Scene is here, and the Terizla is just doing his part, and Amix is just having a hard time defending against that Terizla and his insane amount of burst. And Vaynet Kill was able to secure Flower's kill, so that was not the best. That was not the best decision from Flower Spurt because he was leading by a good margin and he had to give that away. Now both Raybuddy and Flower, they have died twice each, and that is not a good thing. And Terizla is here to cut the lane, and Shaq is here to deal some damage, but that's not gonna happen for the moment. And Zereno is here. On the other hand, in top lane, it's Rabbity and Vaynet Kill trying to deal as much damage as possible, and AJ is just trying to go in with the chain link chains, and he is a good ultimate from him, and they just don't have enough damage right now. Akunte coming out, and I think AJ will get killed in very short amount of time. And yep, Zereno is here. Zereno might end up taking Flower's kills as well, and Akunte was just dealing a ton of damage. And Serpentium, for the first time, they have badly lost a fight, and with that, Zereno getting killed, and finally the Terizla, sorry, not the Terizla, the Faramis was killed by Akunte as well. Overall, I believe that this fight was a stalemate. Nobody actually won, but Akunte did get a lot of damage, and shit will get taken out by both Gatot Kacha, Vaynet Kill, and Akunte. So that was a bad decision on his part. A single tower is not worth your kill, and he's gonna lose his blue buff in the process. And I think AJ is gonna come here and use another chain link, and Mia is dealing a lot of damage, but it's not enough. It's just not enough, and Akunte might survive. Akunte will survive. AJ might get taken out in the process, but Faramis is gonna use his ultimate. AJ again going back, and he is gonna be giving away his kill. Zereno coming a lot deeper into the Serpentium side, and that was phenomenal play from the side of Slane. Akunte was able to survive, and AJ should not have gone in that part. After you survive with such little HP, there is no point whatsoever in going back into the fight. And Akunte might get taken out in this time, and he survived for sometimes, but not for the entirety of the time. And Terizla is just dealing a ton of damage right now. And this time, okay, Amix is here and take. Oh my goodness! What?
Oh my god. This Garukacho got a maniac over there. The whole fight was in the side of Serpentium the whole time, and then comes Garukacho with his ultimate and secured a maniac over there. That's an amazing gameplay coming out from Garukacho over there. We were not expecting that. So we weren't expecting Slane to come back to this come back to the previous game as well, remember, and they actually did amazing job over there, and we can see that again in this match as well, because the gameplay Garukacha just gave, it was amazing, spectacular. But even if Garukacha is trying alone from his side, I guess his teammates are not following up that much. I would just say it's just Garukacha who is now carrying the game, and let's see how he holds up to this. But that was a nice fight.
And you know you have done something when you make Zine go quiet, because that was something else entirely. And now the fight is again beginning, and I think this might be bad for them. But Garukacha going in once again, taking out AJ, and he might give his kill away in the process. And double kill coming out from the who is this man? What is he doing? And Akunte here with another double kill. Everyone from the side of Slane has very low HP, but they did win the fight. It was a 4-for-1 trade, and that was just beautiful. That is Garukacha has my respect right now, Perona, because he is not a one-hit wonder. He did his part twice, and Akunte is not looking too good, but he will be securing the Lord at the end. And my goodness, the Garukacha has been playing phenomenally well. Did you see that? He did not have much HP, but with that vengeance, he was able to take out Flower and recover at the process. So that was a phenomenal play from his part, Perna.
Exactly, that was completely phenomenal from his side, and we can see that he is going very aggressive. I want to ask, where were you all this time in the previous match? The way he actually is playing Garukacha, that's actually something amazing, very spectacular. And already the Lord will be coming from the top lane, so let's see if any type of fight happens over there or any type of fight breaks down in the mid lane, because we are already seeing that from the side of Spain they are trying their best to take down the tier 3 turret of Serpentium, and they would be able to take that down any moment. And Gatotkacha tries. There was an initiation from Gatotkacha, but there was no complete follow-up from his teammates, and as a result, they had to lose two of their teammates over there. And from the side of Serpentium as well, they had to lose two of their players. But even though, if we look at the moment, look at the map at this point, the Lord is almost there. So Mia should be retreating, and as we were saying, that Paramis does not have that type of damage, but we can see that Paramis is actually holding up very well. And I could not complete my sentence, and Paramis was taken down by Roger over there. So I should not be praising any player, I guess.
And look at that build coming up from Roger. He is down with all his necessary items, and AJ is just here. Roger is playing his part, and Vaynite Kill might get taken out, but he will survive. Zarino with very low HP, surviving but barely. And if we do look at Rivalry, he's rolling with a 049 KDA. On the other hand, Flower has a 159 KDA, so both the marksmen are not that impactful in this game, as we're seeing right now. But it might change in the late game. But even within 12 minutes, Slane was able to secure 6 turrets from the side of from their opponent's side, and that is something to be proud of for sure. And Amex is here. Amex is trying to set something up again. And if we know one thing about this Gatotkacha, is that he is not someone that you take lightly. He is someone you should be scared of. And what is he doing? Yep, he's trying to go in once again. Another round from gonna be another wipeout maybe, but who is winning in this fight? I don't know, but Kunja is gonna get taken out, but the Gatotkacha will get taken out as well. Rybody is there with a flicker and triple kill from Rybody, and another maniac. If someone falls, it's someone taking the if someone is falling, it's someone else taking their role, and this time it was Rybody who took the role of the damage dealer and was able to deal a ton of damage, and now he's dealing damage as well. The mid lane inhibitor is gonna fall. No matter what Faramis does, he has to wait for his teammates first, but the mid lane turret is going to get taken down in the process, and the Lord is here, and this is an enhanced Lord of 12 minutes. So the Celestial Lord is going to be a bit more problematic for the team. No matter who takes it and who it's marching against, it's going to be bad for someone, and it might be a bit better for someone else. But at the same time, if we're talking about the Lord, Slane has already started taking the Lord, and I think it's going to get taken out fairly quickly. But AJ is trying to go in and trying to do something, but the Lord will get taken down in the process, and it's time for Slane to retreat, and I think they will retreat. Vaynite Kill is a bit further ahead, but if they retreat right now and they march up with the Lord, there's a high chance that the game might end in this push, Paradox.
Exactly, because there is a minion push in the mid lane because the super minions are there, and we can see how Zuxin is actually trying to help all the players' lanes to get cleared, and I can see that they are actually going on a very back foot, and they are actually waiting for the Lord. As you were saying, that merging with the Lord might be better for them, and they are actually doing that. Even though they are trying to do that, we can see that Atlas is still trying to provide vision for his teammates. So let's see what happens over here, because we can already see that Paramis has used his ultimate, and Layla was being taken down, and Mia was being taken down as well. So both teams have lost their MMs over there, and Paramis was taken down. Gatotkacha is there with his ultimate, and I guess wipeout might be coming in their favor, and we already are seeing that Paramis and Atlas are the ones who are just still holding on, and the Lord is there locking the base, and Roger has taken down Paramis over there. Zuxin has slain Atlas over there, and with that being said, they have locked the base, and a shutdown secured by Paramis at the last moment, but the victory goes to Slane. So congratulations to them.
I think the girls with their nails done now. the nails done. Girls with the nails done. Girls with the nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Welcome back, guys, to the last match of today, and we are in the MCBS Season 2, where we are gonna watch the match of Slain versus Mortality. Once again, the Mortality is here, and already we are in the drafting phase, where we can see from the side of Slain, they have banned Xborg, and in the casting deck, I am here with you, Prerona, and with me is your favorite, Zine.
Hello, we're back again, and this time it's gonna be Mortality versus Slain, as Prerna has mentioned, but from the side of Slain, we're already seeing Xborg getting banned, but from the side of Mortality, it is Zushin that's gonna get banned. So, from both the sides, we're seeing some pretty, from the side of Slain, it's not an obvious ban, but from the side of Mortality, I think it's pretty expected that they're gonna be banning out that, Zushin, but this time it is Alpha getting banned from the side of Slain. Mortality, on the other hand, are currently planning on their second ban, and it's going to be Carmilla. I think they have done their research, Perla, because these two heroes were picked by Slain in the last match, and maybe this time they don't, Mortality, they don't want to play against these heroes in particular. So I think that's a very good idea from their part, and yeah, I forgot the name of the hero.
That's Valentina.
Yeah.
That's the pro Valentina who copies you every time. So yeah, if I were in their place and if I took some hero that is overpowered, I would have banned Valentina as well. So I think they have a plan in their head already. And as you were talking about Mortality's drafting phase, that is a banning phase, they have done their research, because in the last match we saw how menace Gatotkacha was, and they actually banned 3 of those heroes which were providing damage from the side of Slain. So let's see which hero Slain now picks, because 3 of their heroes, the frequently picked heroes, are banned now. So I would be expecting that might be a roamer, and with that being said, they have went for Hylos. So if you keep open Hylos, one of the teams are gonna actually pick that up. So if you're in a tournament, please do ban Hylos. I would advise that. What do you think?
Yep, I completely agree, and Hylos should always get banned unless you're trying to first pick it, and that's what happened here for the side of Slain. They did not ban out that Hylos, and they, oh my god, Hylos and Hayabusa in the same team? What is happening right now, Perla? Because that is a bit of an overpowered combination. But on the other hand, Mortality, they have an overpowered combination of their own. They have Zansk as well as Roger. So it is looking it's gonna be very interesting, honestly, because we don't see these heroes often because they get banned. And this time we're seeing all of them in one match, so it's gonna be a bit problematic for both teams. But I think Hylos is gonna go for the XP lane, where Tigreal is gonna be playing the roam in general. So it's not that much of a big deal, but I think that Hylos is more effective when played as a roamer, not a XP laner. But that's just my opinion. But on the other hand, Mortality, they have their third pick before the next banning session, so I think they should get something which is a priority for them right now, because whichever role is left in the last stage of the bans, these roles are gonna get banned. So I think they should go for a marksman at this point, but maybe they will not. But let's just wait and see what they pick, Prerna.
I guess they are planning to use Roger as their marksman, because we can see he has Purify over there, so there might be a EXP pick. And with that being said, they have actually picked Vendetta over there. So in the next phase, I guess we would be seeing some marksman ban over here. But if we talk about Hylos, as you were saying that his full potential is when he is in the roaming station, I agree to that. But in one of the matches today, we actually saw Hylos playing in the mid lane as well. So we are actually not sure of what is going on with this Hylos because he has rejuvenating. So anything can happen. And along with that, we can see Lala is being banned from the side of Mortality, and Minotaur is banned from the side of Slain because we haven't seen any type of roamer pick from them, and also not even a jungler. So I guess they are a bit confused about Roger as well, if he goes to the marksman lane or in the jungler lane. So they are waiting for the revelation. So the last ban from the side of Mortality would be coming out in very soon, and I guess they should go for a mage ban because there is still a possibility of a mage getting picked, right? And yeah, they banned Aurora over there. And if we talk about Aurora's ban, that's completely understandable because the passive she has, also the damage she deals, that's actually insane. And with her ultimate, she can actually provide a higher ground for the team. So that's a wise ban, I would say. And from the side of Slain, they have banned Diggy, and with that being said, Mortality actually picked Ben. And Ben versus a Hayabusa, I don't know how things are gonna work out. What's your opinion?
I don't think that Bane is going to be very effective against the Hayabusa, but it will depend on how well Akunte can play this match, because we've seen Akunte in the last match against, that team. The TOX team. So he was struggling a lot, but in the late game he was able to bounce back. But with Bane against him, it might be a bit easier for him to sustain in this match. And with that being said, Slain is going to be picking Purple and Koopa as their marksmen, and they are going to be going for the Veil as their made. So now it's confirmed that the Hylos is going to be playing in the XP lane, and Mortality with their last pick is going to be in the Atlas. So they could not counter the high crowd control that Slain has. So they have decided to take crowd control of their own, and I think that's a very good decision on their part, because if you look at the crowd control from the side of Slain, it's a bit unusual, like the amount of crowd control that they have right now. Both Tigria, Hylos, and Veil can deal a ton of crowd control, and against that, you needed a Diggy, but the Diggy was banned by Slain early on. So that is one of the reasons why that I believe that Mortality, they've decided to take that Atlas, because the only way to counter crowd control is Diggy or with more crowd control, and they have gone with the latter, and I think that's not a bad decision on their part. And if they can play well enough, I think it will be a very good game for them.
I think that as well. And with that being said, we are in the land of dawn, so let's see how the teams actually execute their gameplays, because we have seen how Slain has won the previous match with their aggression and their super snowballing. So I guess they would be trying for that once again. And from the side of Mortality, we can see actually Atlas came here to disturb the jungler of Slain, but he was unable to do so. And on the top lane, we can say Vendetta was doing a lane cut, and in the mid lane there is a possibility of a fight breaking out, but it's just an aggressive poking around there, and no type of commitment is seen from any of the teams. And we can see how Vendetta is actually securing the creeps in the lane she is in. She is actually continuing to cut the lane, and Hylos over there is, I guess, confused because he hasn't got any glimpse of Vendetta in front of him. Teal.
I think one of the reasons why Benedetta can easily cut the lane is because Hylos doesn't have a lot of mobility without his ultimate. So I think that is one of the reasons why Benedetta is, comfortable in cutting the lanes. And now it's a fight breaking out. Akunte with the Ogi shadow kill, but that's a lot of people to use the shadow kill on. And in the process, Zarnio is gonna get taken out by the Mortality side, and it's Albot in the bottom lane playing Roger against Popol and Koopa. So Popol and Koopa can deal a lot of damage in the mid to late games, but Roger from early on is a menace. So here, I think Benedetta should probably retreat because Hayabusa is already there, and Benedetta is not that much of a tanky hero. So it's better for him or her to come back from that point. And now it is the turtle time, and turtle is already being secured by Mortality, and it's going to be an easy turtle for them because I don't think that the that Slane has enough of a setup to contest the turtle, and it is going to get taken out by both Pumpkin. And without much of a competition, Hayabusa did try to get in, but it was not necessary. Even though he used his retribution, he was not successful. I believe he was a bit late. So yeah, that was a good play coming out from the side of Vitality. And this time it's Lynx versus Amex. So it might go down right now, Perla, because I can see Lynx trying to deal some damage to the minions as much as possible and clear the lanes out. So one thing that a Benedetta should always focus on is rotations. If a Benedetta is not able to rotate, then there is no point in having Benedetta in your team whatsoever. So that being said, I believe that Benedetta should cut the lane and try to rotate as much as possible, but that's not necessary right now because Benedetta can highest roam till mid lane, but he cannot go to the bottom lane. So, oh, I got the chain link coming out from it's Softy, but I think that was very unnecessary. I think that even this team did not understand that he was gonna use that skill. And that was the problem, honestly, Perla, because just look at that. The team was completely unprepared and they did not have any preparation whatsoever to go in and deal damage. And Albot got taken out by Akunte, and Albot was taken out. That was a very good gameplay coming out from Akunte. He caught the Roger completely unprepared, and it's going to be Boltu Pumpkin getting bursted out by Vale, but Vale does not have enough damage yet. And yep, as I said before, Benedetta should focus on rotations, and that's what he did. And he's trying to go back to his lane, and that's a very good play from his part. And Amix has finally gotten the Thunderbelt, and it's going to work in his favor. It's going to work very well in his favor, honestly. And if we do look at the gold difference right now, Vitality has a slight lead of 400 to 500 gold, and it might get a bit bigger considering the situation right now. And right now in the middle lane, it's both the teams trying to secure their minions and get the gold as much as possible. The turtle is going to be spawning back in 5 seconds, and Team Vitality, they have already set up shop near the turtle, and I think the turtle might get easily taken out by Vitality. And this time it is Slane trying to go into the turtle side, and Zarnio is here, but he is going to use Implosion. But this might be, oh, Midnight Kill with an amazing ultimate, and that works perfectly in their favor. Iblis is here as well, but it's not going to be that much of a benefit for them. Albot is going to get taken out by Rivety. Albot is playing a bit too rough, I believe, and if you are a Roger and it is too early in the game, you should not be playing that aggressive. But looking at the Benedetta, she's trying to rotate as much as possible, but Hylos, on the other hand, cannot do the same because of the mobility issues. But Iblis is playing phenomenally well, I would say, but overall, Slane has already gotten 5 kills of that, but on the other hand, Vitality only has 1 kill. And I think one of the reasons why Vitality is lacking a bit behind is because of their tank, who is not able to do perfect plays, or I believe the synchronization is not matching up that well, Farina. What do you think?
I think that as well, because every time he is using his ultimate, there is no follow-up from his teammates, and I guess Hayabusa might take Roger down, but for a bit, Roger was able to retreat from that situation. He was very, very low HP, but we saw how Atlas actually came up to there, so I guess that's why Popol had to retreat as well, and Popol might be taken down very soon because Bane has used his ultimate, but he was able to escape that, and the fight is still going on, and I would say Popol should return from this place because things are not looking good for them because they are outnumbered over there and they might have to use the turret as well. And Tigreal was being taken down, so it is high time for Popol to retrieve from the place because there are 4 players and he is alone there, and he has already lost his turret as well, but he did not have to because the rotation went to the mid lane where we can see that Bell was playing very good and Atlas was being taken down by that, but along with that, we can see that Roger has taken down Hayabusa. That was completely unexpected and shocking for Hayabusa because he was not expecting Roger over there, because he was expecting Popol to be get it over there. And with that being said, we can see that the 3rd turtle has spawned and no one from the side of Slane is there yet. And without any competition, Bane was able to take the turtle, and Benedetta might get cornered over here. And yeah, she is getting cornered over there and she might be taken down, but because of the mobility she has, she was able to retreat from that situation. So that's one thing you would love about Vendetta, because even if you corner her, she would retreat from that situation with the use of her skills.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened in that situation. And I believe that it was a very good play coming out from their part. But one thing we have to notice is that even the mentality, they are lacking. Oh no, they're lacking behind in kills, but they already have secured one turret and they are leading with the goal as well. So they are doing their part. They're focusing on objectives rather than kills, I believe. And Vayne Night Kill is playing phenomenally well. And I never imagined that a Veil would have that much damage such early on in the game. And Pokemon Cooper is going to get taken out. But Kunde did decide to go in, but Pull to Pumpkin is going to get taken out. Another triple kill coming from O to Pumpkin. And that was just beautiful from his part. And overall, if we do consider that Mortality is doing their part, and look at that farm coming out from Botu Pumpkin. He is already level 11, where Kunde is barely level 10. So he's playing his part. He's doing pretty well, and I think he will be securing Hayabusa's blue buff as well. The kill with that amazing ultimate is going to secure Iblis's kill. And that means that Amix is in a lot of pressure right now. Amix will get taken out, and this is Bayonet kill. Barely surviving. Amix getting taken out. Albot is here, but I think he will be able to survive because he's a Roger with an insane mobility. And Lynx, on the other hand, did push the turret, and now Meow Charity has 3 turrets under their belt.
If we look at skill differences, it's in an equalizer at this point. They are not leaving anyone and they are going very neck to neck. But as you were saying about the snowballing, we can see there is a lead of 4k gold from the side of Mortality. And even though things are looking bad for Roger now, and as he has an insane amount of mobility, he was able to retreat from the situation where we can see that Hayabusa tried to go near to that Lord, but from the side of Mortality, they are not yet ready to give up the Lord, and they might just take out the Lord without any type of competition, because we cannot see Hayabusa around. Even the purple is there, even the Veil is there, they are a bit late, and as we know about jungling capability of Ben, he is very fast in that. So he was able to take that Lord, sorry, not the turtle, he was able to take that Lord, and I guess with that, with the help of that Lord, they might push the turret of the mid lane tier 2 or the bottom lane tier 2, because if we look at the tier 2 turret of the top lane, that's already in 1 HP, and that might be taken down anytime. And we can see Ben was being taken down by Hayabusa over there, an ultimate used by Hylos over there. So let's see how it ends for Mortality, because we can see Atlas was in very low HP, but things are not looking good for Hylos over there, and Hylos was taken down. Even though Atlas had to give up his kill, but Hylos was taken down, and that would give them an upper hand, I would say. But no, sorry, they were 2 of the players are down. So the Lord was completely a West. Even though it was able to secure that tier 2, which was very low, the Lord went completely to a West because of this fight they took. I guess they could have waited for the Lord. What do you think?
Yep, I believe that they should have waited for the Lord, and when the Lord was hitting the top lane tier 2, they should have focused on the other 2 lanes rather than fighting, because if they did that, they would have had a considerable advantage at this point of the game. But lanes may get taken out using, why is he not using the second skill on time? I'm extremely sorry, guys. I used to be a Benedetta main, so I am judging Lynx a bit too hard right now. But yeah, he's not playing bad, but he could be playing a bit better, in my opinion. But he's trying his best, so that's a good thing. But one thing we have to say for sure, Predator, that Vayne Night Kill, the Veil from the side of Slane, is a phenomenal player, and he has been important in every phase of the game, and it is just so hard to kill him. And I think that from the side of Mentality, they are losing their lead to some extent, because the gold is already not equalized, but the difference has been taken down by a lot. And in the top lane, it's still Lynx doing his part, and Hayabusa was on the point of losing his Wolf once again, but he's not going to be losing it. So here in the mid lane, oh, can we focus on the mid lane? Yeah. In the mid lane, a big fight is breaking down. It's gonna be Bolu Falcon taking out Vayne Night Kill, and Albot is taking out the Kunde Evil is taking out right. I think that was a phenomenal fight, and I think this fight is gonna go hardly in the favor of Mortality, with Bodu Pumpkin getting a triple kill after securing Mex's kill. And with that being said, I think the mid lane tier 2 is under a lot of pressure, and it might get it's not about it will get taken out by the side of Mortality, and Mortality might even march onwards to the inhibitor. The inhibitor is under a lot of pressure. Inhibitor might get taken out anytime. But yeah, because of the energy burst from the inhibitor, it might survive, but the chances of that happening is very low right now, and everyone needs to retreat from that entire base right now. And that was a beautiful play coming out from Vitality. Maybe they should focus on the Lord right now, but I don't think they're very confident about it because of their low HP right now. So overall, it was a very good team fight from the side of Vitality, and they have secured a lot of kills, but they could not secure the Lord right now, and the Lord is under surveillance from the side of Lane, and the Lord might get taken out any moment right now. But chances of that happening is pretty low, Prerna, because both the teams are near the Lord lurking, and nobody's going to give the other team the opportunity. Akunte is here. Maybe he should retreat from that place, and yep, he was successful in retreating. But it's Safti is trying to use that conceal mask to deal some damage, but I don't think that's a possibility right now. And Roger is just there in the bottom lane, trying to push up as much as possible. And yeah, other than that, everything is very normal. And Amex is trying to go in, but that would be a very bad decision. So he did not do that completely. And Roger was able to secure the bottom lane tier 2, and it's Softy trying to go in, and both of them are tanks, so there is no point in using the chain link for them. So it's better for them to just focus on the Lord right now. And yeah, after they've taken the Lord, this is an enhanced Celestial Lord, so it will be a bit easier for them to do something. But other than that, I'm not too hopeful about this. And yep, it goes in favor of Mortality. So Mortality right now, they are leading by a good amount of difference. They have 4.3 thousand gold. On the other hand, Slane only has 38,000 gold. So if that continues like that, it's not looking too good for Slane right now, honestly.
Exactly, and we can see how Roger actually cleared up the lanes, and Vendetta is trying to clear up the lanes. And if that continues to happen, things are already not looking good for Slane, and that will not look good for Slane. And I guess with that, Lord, they might just go for the base, because we can see a fight has broken down, and Hayabusa was being taken down from the particular fight, and we can see they are going aggressive with that Lord. So the Lord would be dealing a lot of damage as well, and I guess they would be taken down, and there is still a possibility of the Lord getting slayed, but Ben was taken down, and I guess all of them would be taken down over there. Even though Tegriel was taken down, 3 of the players are down from the side of Slane, and 2 of the players are down from the side of Causality. And with a very, very low HP, they were able to sustain this. Even the Lord was molten down by the base itself, and completely, it was understandable that Zask will be taken down. But with the help of the mini pressure, they won this one. So the real MVP is the minion here, if you agree.
True. But we have to give credit to Mentality as well, because they were playing phenomenal from start to end, and it was just beautiful, honestly. So overall, that was very beautiful. So yeah, with that being said, I think this is the end for today's matchups. And with that being said, we will be seeing you on the next day of our tournament. But for now, it's good night and take care, everyone.
I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.